Now, what if there was a way that you could turn your spare time into a consistent stream of income, all without leaving your house? Well, today you're in luck, because if you've been searching for a way to do exactly this, I have just what you're looking for. And today I'm going to show you exactly how many people just like you and I are doing just that. How? By creating and selling simple books on Amazon. Now, if this is your first time here, my name is Jeff, and this channel is all about becoming self-sufficient when it comes to making money online. And right now we're talking about low and medium content publishing on Amazon KDP. So if this sounds interesting to you, feel free to give it a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, and turn on that notification bell so you can be notified whenever I release a new video. With that being said, let's get started. Now, there are endless side hustles out there, from affiliate marketing to drop shipping, but KDP really stands out. Why? Because it's beginner friendly, it doesn't require any complicated setups, and Amazon will take care of all the hard work, meaning they do all the printing, all the shipping, and even all the customer service while paying you royalties at the end of every month. So that means you can focus on what matters most, and that is creating content. Best of all, once your books are published, they can make money for you around the clock, 365 days a year, without you ever having to touch it again. So imagine this: you spend a few hours creating a book on your laptop, and weeks later, it starts to generate consistent income. It's an opportunity that's not just profitable, but it's also scalable. So today I'm going to show you how it's done, including show you a seller that's making close to $1,000 per month from just one book. And the best part is that you can create and sell as many books as you want. So if you're a beginner looking to make an income online and start a side hustle, or you're just looking to get into a new niche, well then this video is for you. So today we're going to be diving into the Sweet Treats coloring book. Now, this type of book is exactly what it sounds like. It's made up of coloring pages that include images of sweet treats such as ice cream, cupcakes, donuts, and more that the user can color in. It's a pretty straightforward book that sells well year-round, especially well during the Q4 holiday season as gift buying starts to ramp up. Now, if we go to Amazon and do a search for Sweet Treats coloring book, we're going to see all these books that show up right here on the first page. However, the very first thing that you might see that's different from your screen is going to be this purple bar right here. This is called Titan's Quick View, and this is an extension that I use to help me with my niche research as well as my keyword research. So if you want to install this for yourself, you can head over to the Chrome Web Store, make a search for Self-Publishing Titans, and these two are going to come up right here. Feel free to install both of these, as I've already done. And like I said, it's going to help you with your niche research, your keyword research, as well as more things. They are completely free to use and be able to get this kind of information that I'm getting. And so you can also follow along with my videos, because I use this extension pretty much on every video that I make. So it's going to give you information such as provide you with a niche score. It's going to give you total results right here. So this one says 745, but when you get over 1,000 results on Amazon, it actually doesn't give you the exact results. So this is very good to see. It also gives you the exact match of the books that are using this exact keyword in their title. How many books are independently published, meaning how many books are KDP books. It also gives you more information on bestsellers ranks, reviews, as well as the price, which are all very useful to have. Now, the very first thing I do when I want to create a book and I want to find a profitable niche is always going to be examining the search results. And so right here, we see 745 results. Now, when it comes to finding and creating profitable books on Amazon, I'm looking for three specific things. Number one, I'm going to look for search results that have about 1,000 or less, because this is going to tell me that the competition is not so high. Number two, I'm looking for 3 or more KDP books that all have a BSR of 300,000 or below, because this is going to tell me that the books are already selling, which means that there's some type of demand for the niche. And then number 3, I'm looking for a niche score that's provided by the plugin that I'm using that has a score of 50 and higher. So with this Sweet Treats coloring book niche, we see 745 results, which is below the 1,000 or so that I'm looking for. So that's a very good sign. So step 1 is satisfied. And so now the next part is to go through the first page here. We're actually looking for 3 or more KDP books that all have a BSR or a bestsellers rank of 300,000 or below, so we can see if there's any demand for this niche. So we're gonna go row by row here. The first one right here, the one thing that I look for is under publisher, if it says independently published, which means that this is a KDP book and it has a bestsellers rank of 188,000. Now we're looking for at least 2 more. So the book right next to it is also independently published, although it has a bestsellers rank of 339,000. So that's a little bit above the BSR that I'm looking for. It still could make the cut, but as of right now, it is a little bit above. So let's move on to the next. This one right here, same story, independently published, but it has a bestsellers rank of 28,000. So this is book number 2. And then the book right next to it, it does not say independently published. And so I just quickly move on. The book next to it is independently published. It also has a bestsellers badge right here, ranking it at 791. So that's already 3 books. But let's go ahead and see how many more books are selling well in this niche. This book is ranked at 153,000, 293,000, 72,000, 243,000, 271,000. And so all these books on this row right here all have a BSR of under 300,000, 95,000, 271,000, 68,000. And so we can see there's a ton of demand for this niche. We even have more right here at 39,000, 287,000, and so much more. So I would say the vast majority of the books on the first page of this niche, and more specifically this keyword, all are ranking very, very well and are all selling really well. And with the niche score of 58, that's above the 50 that I'm looking for. So I know right away, since all 3 of my steps have been satisfied, that there's potential for profits in this niche. So why don't we go ahead and look at one of these books and dive deeper into the niche as well as the pages of the interiors. So this book right here is the Sweet Treats coloring book. It has images of cupcakes, cakes, ice creams, donuts, and more. And this is directed towards kids ages 4 to 8. It has a ranking of 28,291, so that's very good. And it has a 4.8 out of 5 overall, which is a very excellent score with 42 ratings. Priced at $7.99, which is about the typical price that I would price my books at for a coloring book. It has 104 pages, which means it has about 50 coloring pages, which I can see right here, and is sized at the typical 8.5 by 11 inches. So this is the historical BSR right here. This is for the past 30 days. If we go back 90 days, we can see the ups and downs right here. And then back 6 months, we can see relatively stable right here. It actually did a little better over here in March. But if we go back 1 year, we can see all in all that the BSR has remained relatively stable for the entire year. So here's the interior of the book. Here's a simple belongs to page, and then a test color page, which is just made up of a bunch of stars. And then here's really the first page of the interior. So as we can see, it is an image of an ice cream with 3 scoops and faces on the ice cream, and then some more elements around the actual image. And this is actually the only page that's available in the sample, but on the back page or the back cover, there are 4 more pages of the interior, which is really nice to see. Here's a cake, here's a donut, here's some candy and some cupcakes, and we can kind of see how they've created this. Now here's the A+ content from the publisher, which is really good to see. This is a place where you can showcase more of your book, especially the interiors, because as we saw, the sample feature on Amazon is quite limited. And so here are even more pages of the interior, and here is a child that's actually coloring the page so it shows the customer what it could look like. Now, this is something that I recommend everyone to do because it's free and it doesn't take that much time. Once your book is published, you can create A+ content pretty easily. I've actually made a video on this, so if you want to learn how to create A+ content and put it on all of your books, go ahead and click somewhere around the video. I'll put a card up so you can go ahead and watch that after this video. Now, if we go ahead and take the bestsellers rank and plug it into a sales calculator to see how much it's estimated to be making, we can see it makes about 10 sales per day, which is about 300 books per month. And add that royalty calculator in, that's about $26 a day and $793 a month right now, which I assume is just gonna get better as the months move on into Q4. Now, you might not think that's a lot of money, but considering that you can have multiple of these books all doing the exact same thing, well, it starts to add up. And the fact is that once these books are up on Amazon, and they start making sales, well, these sales can be happening day after day, week after week, month after month, even year after year, without you ever having to touch it again, also known as passive income. Now that we know that there's potential for profits in this niche, the next part is how to create these types of interiors. So let me show you one way on how to do this. Now, you can go to any graphic site that you want. Two of my favorite ones are Creative Fabrica as well as Vecteezy, but I use Creative Fabrica most of the time. If you want to check out the links, they will be in the description as always. But I went ahead and made a search for cupcakes coloring just to see what comes up right here. We have some interior pages that are already done, and we also have just some clip art here that we could use. Now, once you find something like this, these are digital stamps, but they are SVG files, so they will work for exactly what we're trying to do here, is to create coloring images. And I see some of these that I actually like, and so I would download these. If you don't have a subscription, it's going to cost you $3 just for this set. But if you do have the subscription, which is $3.99 a month, billed yearly, so that's about $47 a year. And so with that subscription, you're able to get the full commercial usage right here. And so it allows you to actually use it in your KDP books. So once you have something that you like, all you do is download it, and then we're going to go to a program called Canva to put together this interior. I also found this set of cupcakes right here, which has some images that I might want to use. And I also found some ice cream coloring pages here that I'd like to use. So I'm going to go ahead and download this. Now, I've opened up an 8.5 by 11 inch project here on Canva, and I've uploaded two of the images that I want to use for this coloring book to show you as an example. And so what you want to do if you're using Creative Fabrica is to really modify the interior so that you can create something that's original and not something that you just copied and pasted from Creative Fabrica. So you want to find a good size for your image. So I'm just going to keep it right here for now. We can always adjust later, and I'm going to find other elements that will fit in with this image. I can go to elements here on the left hand side, and I can make a search for cherry outline, and then under graphics I can put some of these in here. So something that I would think would be a great coloring image, and so we could go and put something like this and just make it smaller, and then we can put, you know, a couple ones around the page. We can even flip them so they look a little bit different. And then we can find another cherry that's different than that one. So we can go maybe with something like this, and then also put this on the page and just maybe put a few, maybe let's put 3. And we can change the positionings of this so it looks more random. And then just put them all around the page. And then I want to look for maybe sprinkles. So we could put something like this and just make it smaller, put them in different areas. And then I'm going to play around with the direction. And you could do something like this, and this would be totally fine to upload onto KDP. Likewise, if you have this right here, another image, do the same thing. Find other elements that will go well with this coloring image. And so if I just put some things like, maybe let's do a regular circle, and I'll just place these in different area codes here. like that. And then you can even make some smaller, some bigger. And then we can do maybe stars. So we'll take this star, we have to color it black and just put them around places. And then we can make some smaller, some bigger, like this. And you could do something like this. So you'd only have to make 40 to 50 more of these types of images. And you saw how fast I just did this. And once you're done, all you do is hit share, hit download, download this as a PDF print, flatten the PDF, make sure it's all pages, and your color profile is going to be RGB or CMYK, and then go ahead and hit download, and it'll be ready to upload onto KDP. Now, if you want a full step-by-step tutorial on how to create a coloring book from beginning to end, click somewhere around the video right now. I'll leave a card on a video that I made that shows you exactly how to do this, so feel free to go ahead and watch that. If you have any questions, let me know down below. And if you like this video, please give it a big thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe and turn on that notification bell, as well as follow me on all my socials at JeffSetLife. With that being said, thanks for watching. Bye for now.